In today's video, I'll show you how our new Embedded Analytics SDK gives you full control over chart placement and theming. While white labeling lets you customize colors and branding, the SDK takes it one step further. So we can go from something like this to passing a theme to our Metabase provider and getting something like this. So if you're already using interactive embedding, the SDK is included in your plan. If you're new to Metabase, check out our 14-day free trial. Let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to do was run you through this little sample app. So you can see I have this header, then I have this analytics section, I have a new follower section, and I have this top demographics by location. So let's go ahead and look at the code. You can see in app.jsx, we have that header you were seeing, and then we have the Metabase provider, and you can only have one per app, so I am wrapping my three components that you saw, so that analytics section, new follower section, and that demographic section. But let's take a look at each of these. So we'll go here into our analytics section, and you can see that we have these IDs across the top. And these are just coming from Metabase. These are my questions. So if I jump over here and we look at Metabase, if I go to impressions week over week, you can see that the ID is 151. And if we jump back in to our code, there's that first ID, 151, and it's post impressions. So all we're doing is taking this array of IDs, we're mapping through them, and we're passing them as a prop to our static question component. And this is coming from our embedding SDK. Cool. So let's jump into the next component, which is new followers. This is a little simpler. We have our single ID, this 154, and we're passing it to static question. And then our demographic section, same thing. Here's a single ID, passing it to static question. So that's a little bit how the app's laid out. So now we can talk about theming. The best way to explore some of our various styling options is heading over to our docs. I'll put a link in the description below, but you can see we have this example. So go ahead and copy that, and you can put that right in your app. I've already done this. So let's talk about some of these different styling options. So we have like font family, font size, line height, colors, text primary, text secondary, and you can see I have a lot of these commented out because I didn't need them in the app. But one of the things that I like to do, I just came in and I would like comment things out. I would add a new brand and it would just be like a bright purple or something. And then I would jump into the app and then I could hover, I could look, explore the dashboard, and I could see what's being impacted with these changes. So that's just like a nice easy way to see what's going on. There are good descriptions though in this. So let's just keep going. You have a text primary, secondary, border color, positive colors, negative colors. You have chart colors for components. There's dashboard components. There's questions. And let's go ahead and look at the tooltip. So we'll jump back into our app. If I hover, you can see we have like this white background. We have some, it looks like a light gray text, and then a black for the 6 and the 100%. So let's go ahead and update that. So we'll jump back in here and let's start making our updates. Okay, once you get that updated, you can jump back in, and when we hover, you can see that looks a lot better. It looks a lot more like part of our app. All right, we'll jump back in and you can see we just have all these different styling options. So for data tables, number charts, Cartesian charts, pivot tables, popovers, there's a lot to explore here. So have fun playing around with all our different styling options. I hope this gets you excited to try out our Embedded Analytics SDK. And if you're already using interactive embedding, the SDK is included in your plan. And if you're new to Metabase and want to try out the SDK, you can sign up with a 14-day free trial. Cheers!